This is the Cherishing Blessings and Blends recipe book class. Now you can opt into also sharing this class as part of the Joyful Living series. The Joyful Living series is for sure the Healer's Touch mini course, the Divine Essence mini course, the Lullaby Connection mini course, and the Ancient Legacy. For those of you who want to also include in your materials the recipe book with the labels, you can do that so that they can have those opportunities to create beautiful blends and have those blessings as well. So today we're just going to talk about that Blessings and Blends book, how to use it. All of the chapters for each one of the modules are in the book, including Enlightened Journey, the Cherishing Heart Blends, Joy in the Morning, Heaven on Earth, module number 5, and then the other 4 original. Also, Arise, Daughter Victorious. So you've got a lot in your recipe book. There's 177 blends. I'm not expecting you to make all of those or create all those. I would hope that you would create and take to your classes, or at least show on your webinars, the Healer's Touch set of 10, Divine Essence set of 10, Lullaby Connection set of 10, and the original set of 17, Ancient Legacy. So that would be 47 blends that you could create. And you'll find your favorites, but you'll have the whole sets done. And so today we're just going to show that when you're doing that, when you're creating a blend, you can read the recipe from the book and then just put so many oils into the blend, so many drops of oils. You can double the recipe. You can use it in the 10 milliliter bottle or in the 5 milliliter bottle. You can use it in the little 5 milliliters, or you can use it in the roll-on 5 or 10 milliliters. This happens to be a roll-on 10 milliliter bottle. And I just usually double the recipe and then add just a little bit of fractionated coconut oil to extend it, remembering that just like the yeast in a lump of dough, it gets all of its energetics into all parts of that foreja or jojoba or fractionated coconut oil, whatever oil you may be using, including grapeseed oil. So today we're just going to make an oil for Julienne, and I'm just going to test from the oils that I have, not including the blends. I'm just going to use the doTERRA oils that I have here, and we're just going to show you muscle testing, because this will combine 2 things at once. You want to make sure that her elbow is comfortable, because otherwise if her elbow's like this, it's too easy for her arm to bounce. And so when you're muscle testing, you don't look directly into their eyes, because even eye contact can affect the outcome of the kinesiology. So I'm testing for Julienne and testing for her blend. And I'm going to just, I don't know how to do this unawkwardly, but I'll just go like this, and I'm just going to touch the bottles and see what is testing. Remembering that I am like a jumper cable. There's electricity running through me, and I'm touching the oils, and I'm also touching Julienne. So if you think about jumper cables from one car to another car, this is the energy source. I'm the jumper cable, and I am running energy through to Julienne to see what oil she's wanting. So I'm just going to test. Okay, we got 1. We got 2. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we have what Julienne tested for was Citrus Bliss. She tested for Ylang Ylang. She tested for Green Mandarin, which just showed up today. So it's not in any one of the kits, but it's a new oil from doTERRA, and I've heard that we can't even get it anymore, but she's testing for that. We have Roman Chamomile, Sandalwood, and we have Lime. Okay, so that's a beautiful blend. Now I would write this down. I would write down all those oils, and I would test her for the drops. So I would test Julianne for how many drops of Citrus Bliss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see, can you feel that, Julianne, how it just gets solid on number 5? Okay, so 5 drops of Citrus Bliss. 1, 2, 3, and this is really strong. Ylang Ylang's testing really strong for Julianne.
It's one of my favorite.
It's just testing strong, each drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 breaks, so that would be 9, you go back. If it breaks on 10, then you go back to 9. So 9 drops of Ylang Ylang, 5 drops of Citrus Bliss. Let's do, this is gonna be a fun blend. Here's lime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 breaks. So 13 drops of lime.
Lime is also something, I love lime.
Okay, that's awesome. Now we have sandalwood, one of our oils of the Bible. So sandalwood, Julianne is testing for 1 drop, 2 drops, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 breaks, so we go back to 5. 5 drops of sandalwood. We do Roman chamomile, she tested for 1 drop, 2 drops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to break. So we go back to 7 drops of Roman chamomile. And then did we already do the green mandarin? We didn't. Now we're testing for green mandarin. 1 drop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breaks on 9, goes to 8.
That was really strong.
And that is 8 drops of green mandarin. Now we're going to also ask Julianne to just hold these oils in her other hand. And we're just going to test. My body knows what, when I say my body, I'm speaking for Julianne. Julianne's body knows exactly what to do with the intelligences of these oils in her body now, in the recipe that we have just created. That is a strong test. Take one away and say, we'll just take one away and say, is this blend complete without that oil? I didn't even look at the name. Is this blend complete for Julianne without the oil we took away? And it breaks. We put it back. Her body's saying, no, this is a complete blend because I want all those oils. Now we're going to take this one away. We're going to add something else. We just added rose to that, and it breaks. So we'll take the rose away. We'll put back our green mandarin, and I hope one of you was writing down that beautiful recipe because I can't wait to smell it. This is Julianne's blend. Now, Julianne can, while she's holding these oils, she can go inside, deep inside, and she can think about what this oil is for. And I can tell you that this is such an oil of mirth, of good cheer, of heart protection with the Roman chamomile, Ylang Ylang, green mandarin, very much for the inner child. I don't really remember what else is in there, sandalwood for sesquiterpenes. But Julianne can name this oil and she can give it a name. She can create her own little recipe label and just name that blend. Okay, so that is how you can do that individually for a client or a loved one. There are 177 blends that have been created for the purposes and intentions in that book. And the thought that comes to me is that this is another heart oil that is not in the book yet. And so a thought just came to me of what that name could be if I were to add it to the book. And so I'm not going to influence Julianne in any way. I'll let her choose the name of the blend for herself. And that is how you do it. It's so fun. It's so personable, and it makes a person feel like they've had their own little session, and you can share anything you'd like, Julianne.
Well, I was just thinking of what came to mind was life force.
Okay.
Life force. And when you're talking about heart, the heart is the life force of the body. It's what pumps all the blood through the body so everything can circulate.
There you go. So that's a beautiful name and a beautiful intention. And when you name an oil, name it an intention so that when you put it on, each time Julianne puts on this oil, she's going to be connecting to the thought, the high vibration high vibrational thought of life force. So have fun with your oils, love them. They're like little babies and they love to be loved. And they have intelligences of their own, so enjoy them. And we thank you for participating with us today. Thanks.